folks out there on internet land? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick, and this is going to be just a candid, brief conversation, alright? I don't want to take too much time here, but a conversation that's important about how to get investors to start a business. And this is really directed to those of you who may not have the budget set aside, of tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a business. And I want to share with you just some really important things you have to know when it comes to taking this approach. Because when it comes to going and trying to get investors, there's a process you have to go through. You can't just go to the bank, or you can't just go and try and pitch an investor your business opportunity. It doesn't work like that. Typically what you have to do is you kind of got to work your way up, alright? You got to contact their assistant or personal assistant or office building, alright? And from there you work your way up to that person. Usually it's through application, so you got to apply, and then you'll get an interview with that person, that individual. Now, like I said, if you're really looking at this approach because you don't have a big budget, a lot of capital to start a business, alright, you don't have tens of thousands of dollars for like employees, equipment, supplies, a facility, I would advise you before you take this approach, which I pretty much just mapped out in a simple fashion, alright, I explained at least in a simple fashion of how to do it. Before you take that approach, alright, I would consider, if you're looking at this just to be in business for yourself, you want to start a business, honestly, if you hear me out here for a minute, I've got a lead I want to throw your way here before you consider it, alright? Having seen people, wait years and sometimes even months, just a couple months to hear back from an investor about their business opportunity, and then all of a sudden, just get completely turned down, because not every investor that you see is going to see what you see in your business, alright, in the business that you want to start. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just because you get a pitch to an investor doesn't mean that they're going to be interested. So I'd advise you before you take this road, because it does work, but it also doesn't work, alright? I'd advise you, if you don't have the budget set aside to start a business with the overhead associated with a business, meaning if you can't have the storefront, equipment, supplies, employees. If you hear me out here for a minute, the lead I'm going to be throwing your way here is actually to learn the skills to building an online business. And my experience with this goes back over the last year. When I took myself from a traditional business to an internet business, I actually came across a person, funny enough, who was building a business on the internet and traveling. At first they caught my attention because they're traveling all the time and they had all this free time, and they're building a business while they're doing that, just straight from their computer, straight from internet access, and they didn't have any of that overhead associated with a traditional business. And because they weren't dealing with any of that, their profits were much greater, alright, and they didn't have to fork out, tens of thousands of dollars to get going. So it was really attractive to me. I started to model and copy what this person was doing with their permission, alright. They showed me and mapped out really a business plan and a game plan of what to do and how to do it. And in a period of about 30 days, alright, after them showing what they showed me, I implemented it, and I was able to create from scratch a full-time income business on the internet, working very part-time, very strategically, which it's not average, it's not typical results. I'm not guaranteeing you the same results. There was no, I'm sorry for those of you who like the idea of pushing a button and being able to build a business and an income overnight, but there's none of that. It required some learning, alright? Like I said, it required some work, but if you're not afraid of that, just like it would be applied in any other traditional business, the cool part was I didn't have to have the resources or investment of tens or even thousands, or I should say hundreds of thousands of dollars to get it going. And that just shows you the real leverage you can create with the right help and the right guidance to get a business up and off the ground on the internet. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that that kind of puts the light bulb off in your head, so you can make a decision whether or not you do want to take the investor's approach. And if you want more detail on how to do that, comment down below. But I would seriously consider or throw your way here that you look into starting an online business seriously if you don't have the budget set aside and you're looking at creating a lucrative business that works for you, not against you. If that's really what you're looking for, a business that creates time freedom, leverage, and true, flexibility, an online business model is the best thing, most lucrative, most profitable thing you could tap into, because you're not dealing with that overhead, alright? And you can literally work wherever you want to, which is pretty cool stuff. So I appreciate you for coming by and checking out this video. It's just about to cough there, that's why my voice fluctuated. But aside from the mislead there in the conversation, I hope you enjoyed this as much as it did putting it together for you. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you and your success story on the next one. And make sure, if you do want to learn more about how to build a business on the internet, to check out my site. If you want to learn exactly step by step what was shown to me going back 13 months ago from a person who was traveling, building a business, making a ridiculous income, high multiple six-figure income, income, pretty much 7 figures. If you want to learn what they shared with me that allowed me to create a full-time income business working part-time in 30 days, make sure to check out my site. Like I said, I'll put a link down below. It's 123marketingtips.com, and I look forward to helping you do the same, helping you get the results that you want building a business. So appreciate you, and I'll see you on the beaches of the world. Take care.